So, welcome, people of God. So, this is a really quick word of exhortation, and I pray that this word will really minister and bless you. Yesterday, I recorded a word, and the word was really talking about the fact that it does not have to be so hard. Like, it shouldn't be so hard. It does not have to be. And part of, for me, God moving me, like me and my entirety, body, soul, and spirit, out of that place of it having to be so hard is really honestly uprooting my entire belief system. Like God had to do like really just do the work of like upgrading my understanding and just literally like when all of the work of demolishing our strongholds and pulling down high things, when all of that work happens, there needs to be construction. For some of us, our entire faith system needs to be reconstructed. The foundation of our faith needs to be reconstructed. And this is how God had to show me that. God started saying the words, all things to me. All things, all things. The very first time that we see a passage of scripture that reference all things is that when we are going into I think it's in Mark 9:23, when Jesus says, if you can believe, all things are possible to you who believe. We by default know that Jesus is talking about good things, right? Like that's where we're leaning into. But the truth of the matter is it's all things. All things. And too many times we've lived a life where what has been possible to us has not been anything good, but nevertheless, it's what has shown up. And so we live with the residue of all of that time living outside of God's best. And so for us, we literally don't understand that we have been, our belief system, our own belief system has been working against us. Because we hear all things are possible to him who believes. And if something is in front of us and we have to decide whether it is for our good or for our bad, even in the church, we will validate that it's for the bad. We will validate all the things that are against God working for us, whether or not it's rebellion, whether or not it's deception, whether or not it's a principality, whether or not it's a person, but it is always in our process of performance, something that gets to be in God's way. And because we believe that, that is what shows up as possible for us. And that is so debilitating to the church because we don't want that level of accountability on our shoulders. Yet Jesus makes it plain, not if I can believe, not if God can believe, but what is possible for you is what you believe. What is possible in your life is what is showing up in your life. And you're like, no, I really don't want to be in agreement with believing this no more. This does not serve me no more. I was living a life where no matter what, the glass was always half empty. I'm always having to talk about how it's been, how it's looking, what is against me, what I need to fight, what I need to do. Oh my gosh, it's stagnation, it's delay, it's this, it's that, it always. And so what was showing up in my life that I was believing, it was not, which references the other all things in Romans for my good. Because here's another passage of scripture that says all things. And we know that in all things, God works for the good. Yeah, that's not really how it's been looking for me. I haven't gotten to that all good yet. Like that all things, that hasn't shown up for me. We don't sit in the truth that no matter what is out here, all these things, oh, it's working for my good. It's working for my good. It does not matter what you see. It does not matter what people say. There is never an instant in the Bible where evil, the devil, or demons get to win. Never. When you go all the way to the end, go all the way to the end. I don't know how much time y'all spend in Revelations, but just go all the way to the end of the book, to Revelations 12 and 11, and find out what happens to the adversary. They overcome him by two things: the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony. Is your testimony in the fact that I'm barely making it? Another day, another dime. I can't even say $1. Or is your testimony in the having? Is your testimony, all things work together for my good? It doesn't, this situation that I'm in, it's working together for my good. That thing that's happening, it's working together for my good. That thing that I just went through, it's working together for my good. That thing in my childhood, it's working together for my good. I don't know what's in front of me, but it's working together for my good. Where is your all things that you believe? Where is it? Because guess what? What is showing up is what you believe. And you have an opportunity to go ahead and just demolish your whole faith system. We're gonna start all the way over again. We're gonna start all just throw the whole faith system away, and we're gonna get another one. It don't matter, because all I need is faith the size of a mustard seed. And I'm understanding how much God is for me. I'm not looking back there no more. But my faith now, the all things that I believe, is that it works together for my good. It's always working together for my good. It cannot not work together for my good. It is impossible for all things to not work for my good. The conditions Paul said is that if you love him and you're called, yeah, that's me. I love him. I know I wouldn't be listening to this girl if I didn't love him. So that means it's working together for you. Stop looking at all these things. What about that? What about that though? What word did she say about that kind of principality? What about that though? You know who, they all things that are possible for me that I believe is that it works together for my good. It is always working together for my good. There's never an option that it is not working for my good.